Alright, I feel like it wouldn't be fair for me to start this video without at least briefly mentioning everything that's been going on recently with the protest that ensued after the tragic death of George Floyd. As a privileged white man, it's very difficult for me to speak on something like this and feel like I'm fully within my rights because I'm super lucky to have had the upbringing that I've had. However, not speaking is the biggest issue with this entire situation. Racism is a thing. It's been a thing for hundreds of years, and it's something that every voice deserves to speak about. It's not enough to be not racist. We need to be anti-racist, and the only way we can do that is together. It is impossible for us to not be happier whilst living in a world where we accept each other regardless of race, skin colour and other things that aren't significant when it comes to accepting each other as human beings. From the power of the people and the protests and people's voices being heard, changes are happening slowly, and the only way we can keep that going is together. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing my first ever solo tutorial video. Now, the reason it's taken me so long to do one of these is because, now I know what you're thinking, Joe, where did you get that sweet Straight Outta Lockdown t-shirt? Well, I'll tell you, I got it from pts.co.uk. You can buy a variety of Straight Outta Lockdown and quarantine t-shirts in different colours. There's also a huge variety of other designs on the website, such as mock-up tees from designer brands and some other funny, jokey designs to go along with it, or you can just create your own design. Link is down in the description if you don't want to miss out. Alright, so today I'm going to be taking you guys through one of my favourite techniques, which is the question mark kick. Ideally, the way this kick works is you fake a front kick, you bring your knee up, and then you come over the top with a roundhouse. Oh jeez, I need to stretch my legs, man. Woo! I'm going to quickly show this technique for you a few times and then I'll really break it down for you. So if you start off, most dominant leg goes back, bend your knee slightly, hands high. You want to be quite far away so that you can land with that kick. You're going to bring your knee up and then twist through, and it comes up. I'm going to go a bit higher this time. Oh. Knee comes up, oh, twist. Knee comes up, twist, two more. Last one. Obviously, you don't do that knee up thing twice like I was just doing, it's just for the example. So in terms of your opponent or sparring partner, etc., the way this kick works is when you bring your knee up, before you swing it round and you change it into a roundhouse kick, the idea of bringing that knee up is supposed to bring your opponent's hands down or out here, or down here. If they're doing this, then they shouldn't be fighting. But the idea is that you bring your opponent's defense low and they expose their face, the sweet spot. That's your target right there. Okay, so the way I like to set up this technique, whether it's in sparring, competition, is generally I'll throw front kicks to the body just over and over again. So I'll set them up, can just continuously throw front kicks to the body, and eventually those front kicks are going to build up and that's going to hurt your opponent and they're going to want to block. If they start seeing that kick coming and it's hurting, they're going to want to block. They're going to want to bring the elbows down or their hand down or do whatever it will take to block that front kick. But once they are blocking that front kick, their face will be exposed. Whether they bring the elbows down or they bring a hand down to try and block it or they do any of this other shit, I don't know how people defend front kicks, but eventually if they're going to try and defend a front kick, they're leaving their face exposed. So say if me and the bag are sparring, I'm trying to keep my distance, throwing front kicks, I'm just waiting to set him up, and then eventually he starts putting his elbows down, his hand down. That's your time to strike. It's all about setups and setting traps when it comes to striking. That's what I'm learning as I watch the pros and I watch my coaches, and I start to learn and I start to develop it myself. So the way this is going to work is you're going to throw one front kick, two front kicks, and then a question mark kick over the top. We're going to do that 5 times. You with me? Ready? 1. 2. Gonna be a bit sharper now, move the head. 3. 4. 5. Good. Now, as well as using front kicks to set up this kick, there are other ways you can do it. Generally, if your opponent or sparring partner is smart and they understand the idea of setting traps, then they would understand the concept of setting up your kicks with your punches. Going high, just so that you can go low. And that combo I did just there is one of the most basic punch to kick combos ever. It's a jab cross to a front kick. It's quite hard for me to throw a proper front kick in punching range because I've got lanky ass legs. Right, what I'm going to do is stay a bit further away so I don't land with my punches. But that's one of the most basic punch the kick combos, and generally people who aren't very experienced will see that coming. So all you want to do to incorporate the question mark kick into that combo is you throw your 1-2 and you just come over the top. Instead of throwing the front kick, you end up throwing the question mark kick. So you're there, back, back. You can look low as well. When you're bringing your knee up for that front kick, you can look low. That's the oldest trick in the book. You know, you're tricking your opponent to think you're going body, and then bang, you go to the head. Okay, gonna do 5 of those on my count, okay? 1, 2, 3. Look low if you want. 4, 5. Right, so that's it for the question mark kick. It's just basics. There's a lot more complex stuff you can do with that kick, but I thought I'd just take you through some basic stuff that you can do with it. Obviously, with myself being just a local amateur, really starting my career, what I know is nowhere near on the level of what Bradley knows. But I do hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed my style of teaching, and if you want more of this, please let me know down in the comments, because I'm really up for doing it. I know a lot of different things. I know things that Brad probably isn't quite as able to teach as me, mainly in the kicking department because I'm young. I've got these young hips. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a thumbs up. Let me know what you want to see down in the comments. Also, check out PT's in the description. I'll see you guys in a bit. Goodbye.